BUNN My Cafe is different from other single-serve machines as it has an internal hot water tank that keeps water at the optimal brewing temperature of 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This allows you to brew a fresh hot cup of coffee in less than a minute. Before brewing for the first time, this internal hot water tank must be filled with water. Today, we are going to go through the initial setup process for My Cafe. First, you will need to plug in the brewer. When you do that, you will see that the light around the brew button is flashing red. This means it needs water. Next, place a cup 14 ounces or larger on the drip tray. Then insert any drawer into the brewer. Make sure the drawer is empty and that it doesn't have any coffee or tea in it. I'm going to use the water drawer. You insert it into the drawer guides until you hear it click. Fill a container with 14 ounces of cold water. I've already pre-measured this out. It is important to note that the water you use to brew with and fill the tank with needs to have some mineral content. We do not recommend using distilled water. If you're going to use bottled water, avoid water with words like purified, distilled, or mineral-free on the label. Next, open the spin lid and pour 14 ounces of water into the pour-in bowl. Close the lid and then press the brew button. Once you press the brew button, the water will start to enter the hot water tank. You may hear some squeaking noises and it will also sound like the machine is running. This is completely normal. When water is being pulled into the hot water tank, the light around the brew button and the indicator light will be solid red. When the light around the brew button switches from solid red to flashing red, you know you are ready to move on to the next step. If during the first fill cycle any water dispenses from the machine and into the cup you have on the drip tray, empty the water out of the cup and place the cup back on the drip tray. It is unlikely any water will dispense on the first cycle. Please fill the brewer again with 14 ounces of cold water. Open the spin lid and pour in the water. Close the spin lid and press brew. You'll need to empty the water that was dispensed in that fill cycle and place the cup back on the drip tray. If the light around the brew button is still flashing red, you'll need to do another fill cycle. After that fill cycle, if the light around the brew button has stopped flashing red and the indicator light is solid red, this means there's enough water in the brewer and it needs to heat in the hot water tank. Your My Cafe brewer is heating the water. In about 2 to 3 minutes, the indicator light will turn green, meaning you're ready to brew. For additional information, including instructions for how to brew with your My Cafe MCU, please see your use and care manual or visit our website, bunnathome.com.